I'm your Slogan 23. You're joining me for Vampire Girl 2, Chapter 19, now playing as Ari. You base your room while Yami flutters around you, mirroring your own anxiety. None of this feels right. Exactly, you feel it too, don't you, Yami? You know in your heart that your armies shouldn't have left to chase the Fae. Stonehill castles are easily defended from the invading armies. They should have waited in Stonehill to draw the Fae. Finn has the advantage here. The city and the castle feel abandoned, with everyone gone. Even Kayla is still away with the raiding parties. There's a knock on your door, and Julianne, your servant, steps inside with a mug full of something steaming. I thought you could use a little tea to calm your nerves. Thank you. Where's Kara? She's helping in the kitchen. Did you want anything to eat? No, thank you. Your stomach has tied itself in knots with worry, so food is the last thing on your mind. Of course, Princess. You let me know if you want anything. Julianne, I have to ask. Do you want the Fae to win? You can tell me, you know. I've never agreed with how your people are treated, so it's understandable. Julianne sighs and shakes her head, seeming pained. I do wish that things could be different, but not like this. They're destroying our homes as well. Stonehill is the only life I know. You put a comforting hand on... Okay, Mr... I didn't even click, anyway. I've been trying to convince the princes to make the Fae proper citizens. You could still make a life here, but with the treatment you deserve. That's a very nice thought, Princess. I hope you can accomplish it someday. Give her a hand to squeeze, and she smooths her uniform to a little contemptuously. There we go. A word I haven't read in a very long time. Would you like anything else? I'm good for the afternoon, so don't worry about me. Julianne nods and leaves, and a loneliness descends upon you. I don't want company, though. Not really. I just want Finn. Unsure of how long you'll have to wait anxiously for his return, you try to find some ways to occupy your mind and pass the time. I guess I'll practice with my sword, meditate like Varys taught me, play with Yami. Meditate. You sit cross-legged on the floor and close your eyes, thinking back to the mountaintop cavern of the Air Island. If only I had more time with Varys, I might be able to help more. You can hear Yami frolicking on the floor beside you, clicking his claws against the hard wooden floor. Yami, please, I'm trying to be zen. Try to clear your mind, but every time you quiet the clutter of your thoughts in your head, your mounting fear takes over. You're convinced now that he shouldn't have left. This just doesn't make sense. If I was the Fae, which I guess I sort of am, I would find somewhere safe to wait for the battle. Maybe near water or an old fort, or... Your blood runs cold of the thought that follows. A castle. You set your mug aside and run to the window of your room. The gates are closed, but you know of the paths behind the waterfall that the townsfolk used to evacuate into the castle. Could the Fae have learned about them during the last attack? You squint at the distant water, and the shadows move behind the rushing falls. They're coming. A streak of flame bursts through the sky towards you, and your window shatters. Orin stands before you with Riku perched like a hunter's hawk on his arm. You chose wrong, girl. Yami throws itself at the phoenix, claws outstretched and teeth bared. Yami, don't! Riku lunges forward, catching the tiny dragon in its sharp talons. Yami shrieks and turns to dust. Tears begin to cloud your vision as small black ashes puff away on the breeze. You wipe them away, lock eyes with the phoenix. gonna fight like hell. This is my home, and that was my dragon. You draw your sword and face Orin, trying to stand defiantly as he draws his own wicked blade. The black steel flickers with flame, and the edges glow red with a molten heat like the swords in Kayla's forge. Surrender, girl. I have led armies. You're little more than a child. I'm a lot more than a child. I'm the Midnight Star. You charge and your blades meet. They strike together like the ringings of a bell, and the impact of a sword against yours jars every bone in your arms. Then Spiro shatters. No! You're thrown to the floor as the broken pieces of your sword clatter to the ground. Orin approaches, and the air around him warps with the heat that comes off his dark armor. Now you're mine! You glance over to see the tattered chunks of your broken sword, the things you treasured most in Inferna. Oh dear, and here I heard you had a blacksmith of some skill. You grab your arm, and even through your sleeve, his grip is scalding. It feels like the heat of the burning house had claimed Jason, and of the fires that burned around you and Ace. In that moment, your nightmares are all made real. The princes have left. We have taken Stonehill, and soon we will destroy their kind. This isn't over. It is. You should have sided with your people when Metzi gave you the chance. Perhaps she would offer you another chance even now. His fingers snatch at your hair, and you can smell it burning. Your dragon hurt my spirit. You owe me blood and pain, and I have come to collect. He wants to kill me? I need to... scream. You let loose a shriek, unsure of what else to do as fear, adrenaline courses through you. With that, Orin lets loose a pillar of flame, and the smoke overwhelms you. Now playing as Finn. What is the point of this senseless violence? As you pass through Stonehill, you find your world ablaze once more. Your armies move slowly, so you and your brothers take only your best soldiers and run ahead. You use all your speed and strength to get back to Stonehill, pushing yourselves to the very limit of your endurance. Oh no. All around you is the wreckage of the town you once strove to protect, burned a second time. The fire guides your way to the castle. I've made the worst mistake of my life, and now the person I love most could pay for it. Baron howls as he runs. He knows that Ari is in trouble. Oh. And you know it's already too late. You know, Orin's starting to piss me off. Castle stands strong, but the fires light its towers. Fey soldiers guard castle gates, raising their swords and spears as you approach. They do not attack. What is this? As the Fey allow you to draw near, you see an armored figure standing on one of the walls. Orin, the fire druid. Flames lick the stones, summoned by his spirit. Beside him, bound to a chair, is Ari. Finn. Orin. Let's be reasonable. Harming Ari will get you nowhere.
You do not command me, Prince, demon Prince of War. Surrender, or I will torture this pathetic creature.
You shake your head, trying to call his bluff. You won't kill her. You need her. You realize you risk giving away too much. Your brothers don't yet know who she truly is or why she matters. Except for Asher, of course. You lean over to him and whisper the question that weighs on your mind. She is High Fae. They can't hurt her, can they? They won't kill her. It would send the druids back into the slumber, and the magic would finally fade. For good. But that doesn't mean he won't make her wish she was dead. You growl in frustration as the druid slices into Ari's arm with his flame-wreathed blade. She screams and Baron howls in misery. I must decide, Ari or my people. It's not even a choice you can consider. You could never sacrifice her. Orin. Fight me one-on-one.
If you want Stonehill, take it from its rightful owner. Oh, this is how I have taken it, demon. You were foolish enough to leave your castle and your princess defenseless. I want to really one.
His sword bites once more at Ari's arm, and she shrieks in pain.
Stop. Choose. Only you can stop this.
You know what you must do. Even if you surrender, the madman would never risk releasing Ari. There is only one choice left. It's time for all of Stonehill to fight back.
People of Stonehill!
Your voice carries to the soldiers that race to catch up to you and to those held captive within the castle. It echoes throughout your realm to every vampire, fae, and shade who are alive to hear it. The prince calls them.
These are the fae who killed our families. They took our homes, burned our crops, our forests. Now they have Princess Ari, who has shown you all nothing but kindness.
You can feel the anger of your people like a living, breathing thing. It's in the air around you and in every very earth.
She has fought for equality and justice for all in this land. Will you allow them to torture her, to use her as a pawn in their war?
The people roar. The armies roar. All around you, a thunderous cry of their fury as they charge forward against the invading forces. It's time to save our princess. I'll help arm the prisoners, command the troops, try to reach Ari. Help arm the prisoners. You charge towards the Fae, who still guard the gates as the prisoners come flooding out of the castle. You pass through them with ease, cutting their weapons from their hands and knocking them flat as Baron lunges at snaps at them.
Arm yourselves!
The prisoners grab all the spears and swords that they can, moving together like a single organism. Those in front are the first to have weapons, and they have both defend and aid in arming those behind them.
Our numbers grow by the second. We can drive the Fae from this castle yet.
A shadow passes overhead, drawing your eyes for that moment skyward.
What the?
Above you soars a massive white owl, and on it you catch a glimpse of a druid you've never seen. A man who has an aura of calmness, intelligence, and looks as though he wields deadly focus. You find Asher among the crowd, and for a moment he, too, looks towards the newcomer, utterly spellbound. Sparus. Looks like we have reinforcements.
The Wind Druid fights for us?
Whatever Asher whispers, it's lost on the sound of rushing wind. You think he said, for me, but the sound is swept away in the gale. You grin at the thought of such powerful fae fighting with you for a change, rather than against you. The momentary feeling of victory flees from you as you look back to the wall where Ari is being held. Her chair is pitching forward, and she plummets down off the castle walls, Orin screams in anger. No! As you stare in horror, you know you'll never reach her in time. All you can do is watch as the love of your life falls for what feels like an eternity towards the hard ground that waits below. Well, hope y'all did enjoy. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Please feel free to drop by our Discord. Be social. We talk about a lot of things. We've even got some new ranks and things in our Discord. It's fun. And, hey, you can always feel free to add suggestions, who, what, when, where, and why, etc. And I'll catch you all later. Peace.